Hello everybody, welcome to iExamB's Legal B. This is Amrita, your law faculty at iExamB. In this video today I'm going to discuss with you all another video from the series that I have started for SEBI Grade A Legal Officer Examination. I have been discussing with you all some important concepts subject wise along with some important questions. This gives you a clear idea that how you have to study the concepts from all subjects and how you can expect the type of questions, how you have to solve them. So this video is going to be very beneficial for you. आज के इस वीडियो में हम लोग कंपनी लॉ के बारे में बात करने वाले हैं. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शन फ्रॉम द सेबी ग्रेड ए एग्जामिनेशन. So what is a company? We all know company, group of people coming together and their objective can be anything like suppose carrying out a business or anything like that. But there is a difference between a company and a partnership firm. Partnership firm is having its objectives particularly for profit making only, whereas a company is actually a big entity. It is having its own legal personality as well, and it is having perpetual succession. All these features are there of a company. You can go through detail because Companies Act 2013 बहुत important है SEBI exam के लिए. Many questions are asked in phase 1 as well as phase 2 from this subject. So it is very important. And one of the important topics I have taken up for discussion today, that is prospectus. Prospectus and kinds of prospectus we will be discussing in this video, and also some important MCQs from Companies Act. And also one thing I would like to suggest, all the mock tests are free at www.iexamb.com. So I would request you all to go through the mock tests, visit them and solve as many questions as you can. What is a prospectus? Prospectus, आप लोगों ने फॉर एग्जाम्पल एडमिशन लिया होगा कोई ना कोई कॉलेज में या इंस्टीट्यूशन में. तो आप जब एडमिशन लेते हो तो आपने ये देखा होगा कि उस कॉलेज का एक प्रॉस्पेक्टस होता है. वो प्रॉस्पेक्टस में आपका एडमिशन का फॉर्म भी होता है. यू ऑल मस्ट हैव सीन व्हेनेवर यू हैव टेकन एडमिशन टू schools and colleges, they have their prospectus. So similar concept of prospectus is there with companies as well. But the difference is that in this prospectus, the companies are having their own securities mentioned. It is actually a document, a legal document of a company along with the securities that are put on sale. यानी कि जो भी securities वो company offer करती है, that is mentioned in the particular document which is known as prospectus. यानी कि वो prospectus देखकर आपको उस company के बारे में सारा idea लग जाएगा and you will decide based on the information provided in that prospectus that you want to invest there or not. Securities are directly mentioned in it. So ये prospectus का concept similar है जैसे मैंने आपको example दिया. Like that you can understand that the prospectus is there for each company. It is a mandate document. Types of prospectus. This is very important. Prospectus का definition covered है under section 2 clause 70 of the Companies Act 2013. ये मैंने आपके साथ notes का एक clipping share किया है. iExamB के notes, summary sheets का clipping है actually ये. This is how we provide crisp content to the students. So it's a ready reference for us as well. That's why I've taken it over here. An offer document it is, a prospectus, if it is relating to public issue, which has all the relevant details including the price and the number of shares which are convertible securities going to be offered and so on. That is actually a document. It is a legal document. It is filed with the registrar of companies as well. There are further some concepts like deemed prospectus covered under section 25 and also different kinds of prospectus that we will be seeing soon. Deemed prospectus is a prospectus which is deemed to be a prospectus. It is actually having all the details like that are contained in a prospectus. So that's why it isn't deemed to be a prospectus. Originally, it might not been made with the intention of making it as a prospectus, but it is deemed to be that because of the contents and the objective of prospectus. If it is being fulfilled by deemed prospectus, then it can come under this category. Then is shelf prospectus, red herring prospectus and abridged prospectus. ये तीनों भी टाइप के prospectus आपको बहुत ही अच्छे से concept पता होना चाहिए You should know the difference between all of them. I would suggest it is a very, very important topic for you from exam point of view. So go through them in detail. मैं सिर्फ एक शॉर्ट डिस्कशन कर रही हूँ आपके साथ कि प्रोस्पेक्टस क्या है एंड प्रोस्पेक्टस के क्या इंपॉर्टेंट टाइप्स हैं, दैट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. Now, shelf prospectus is a prospectus which is actually issued only once and उसका shelf life जैसे हम लोग articles का shelf life देखते हैं, it is like that. The concept is like that once it is issued, after that you don't, it is having a validity period. कि कुछ अगर changes आते हैं बाद में, you do not have to issue another prospectus. You can issue an alternate document which all those changes mentioned with reference to the original shelf prospectus. That's why it is known as shelf prospectus. Then another type is red herring and abridged prospectus. Abridged prospectus is having all the types of information in that prospectus which is contained in it, and it is very informative in nature. It is having all the necessary details. That's why it is known as abridged prospectus. And red herring prospectus is a type of prospectus which is having kind of summary in it. Summary of brief of the entire prospectus is there in it. Means prospectus can be of many pages, but if you are having a brief summary of the entire contents which is very much relevant, directly relevant and fulfilling the objective of prospectus, then it is known as a red herring prospectus. Companies Act 2013 SEBI का syllabus अगर आप देखोगे phase 1 and phase 2, you can see the weightage that is there. Phase 1 15% weightage is there alone to Companies Act, so you can see the importance. The number of questions are also asked is a lot, many questions are asked. Corporate law में भी Companies Act का section है. 20% weightage है. In that you are having LLP as well as IBC along with corporate, along with Companies Act. That forms all together the corporate law section. Now let us see some questions. As per the definition of prospectus under the Companies Act, a prospectus means and includes a shelf prospectus, a red herring prospectus, any document described or issued as a prospectus, all A or B or C, both A and B. Answer is D, all A or B and C. Explanation is there under section 2 clause 70. As I told you, it defines prospectus. Prospectus means any document that is described or issued as a prospectus and includes a red herring prospectus as well, that is referred to in section 32, or shelf prospectus referred in section 31, or any notice, circular, advertisement or other document that is inviting offers from the public for subscription or purchase of any securities of a body corporate, that is also include under the category of a prospectus. That means the definition is very broad, the interpretation is very broad. Second, the participation of directors in the meeting of the board dash as per the Companies Act. Which it shall be only in person, it shall be in person or through video conferencing, it may be in person or through other audiovisual means, it may be either in person or through video conferencing or other audiovisual means, it may be in any of such ways as the board may in its direction decide, subject to the approval in the general meeting. So the participation of directors in the meeting of the board shall be as how it shall be. Actually the manner is asked. Meetings is very important topic from Companies Act. Answer is D. It may either be in person or it can also be through video conferencing or any other audiovisual means. Section 173 talks about the meetings of board. The quorum for a meeting of the board of directors of a company as laid down under the Companies Act shall be, it is about quorum, 1/3 of its total strength or 2 directors, whichever is higher. 1/3 of its total strength or 2 directors, whichever is lower. 1/3 of its total strength or 3 directors, whichever is higher. 1/3 of its total strength or 3 directors, whichever is lower. Such number of directors which the board may decide unanimously at that time. So now the quorum related direct question, it is knowledge based question. Many questions you will find from this subject are knowledge based only. Answer is 1/3 of its total strength or 2 directors, whichever is higher. That means minimum 2 directors should be there, or else 1/3 of the total strength, whichever is higher. Explanation is there under section 174, quorum for the meetings of board. The audit committee is required to be constituted by which all companies as per the Companies Act? It's about audit committee. Listed public company. Public company is having a turnover of 200 crore rupees. Public company is having paid up share capital of 12 crore rupees. All A, B and C, both B and C, that is public companies having turnover of 200 crores and also having a paid up share capital of 12 crore rupees. A, listed public company. Section 177 talks about audit committee, and that is only talking about the requirement of audit committees. It should be constituted by which all companies as per Companies Act. So all the listed public companies have to constitute an audit committee. It is not dependent upon any financial criteria or turnover like that or share capital. Fifth, a company shall not at any time vary the terms of a contract referred to in the prospectus or objects for which the prospectus was issued, except subject to the approval of or except subject to an authority given by the company in general meeting by way of. This is a lengthy question. You can also expect some lengthy questions from Companies Act sometimes. Board resolution, general resolution, special resolution, ordinary resolution, extraordinary resolution. I'll repeat the question once. A company shall not at any time vary the terms of a contract that are referred to in the prospectus or objects for which the prospectus was issued, except subject to the approval of or except subject to an authority that is given by the company in general meeting by way of which resolution they have asked. So the answer is a special resolution. Section 27 talks about variation in terms of contracts or objects in prospectus. If you want to make any changes, like you want to amend the prospectus in short, then you have to pass a special resolution for that. So this was all that I had to take up with you. In this way, you have to cover all the concepts and also try to solve questions side by side, as it gives you a very good practice and gives you an idea that how you should go about for the preparation for any competitive examination. And for all such kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Prepare 50% faster with iExamB. Thank you.